Hey guys, it's Aaron Buchan, your multi-sport coach. Welcome to my series of podcasts. It's Motivational Monday. In this series, I want to motivate you to have the best week possible. I want to set you up so you've got the power, you've got the confidence, and you've got, most importantly, the motivation to have a successful week. I look forward to you listening to these podcasts. If you've got any questions in the meantime, please let me know. Welcome to Motivational Monday, podcast number 3. In this podcast today, what I want to talk about is obviously motivating you to create some positive anchors on your body. So this is a physical anchor that we're going to create to stimulate a positive emotion that you've had in the past. All right, so we're going to bring that forward into the future. So what we do, we physically are going to create an anchor on the body to a time that we felt the most motivated in your whole life, right? And with that physical anchor, what we're going to do is just touch a point on our body. Generally, it would be today, we're going to do the knuckle. That's going to bring back that emotion for you to feel motivated. But before we go into that, I want to just talk to you guys about a couple things that come up during the week that sometimes self-sabotages your motivation. Now, I want to make it quite clear from the beginning, the number one essential for creating a positive mindset is going to be creating a goal. Okay, so if you've watched my pathway prediction, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So my pathway predictions is a 12-week program, 28 days to a change, and 12 weeks to a good result. Okay, so that's how long it's going to take to create some motor pattern changes in your mind, to create some really strong pathways and predict your future. So the most important thing is, as I said, having a goal. So not just a logical goal, but creating a subconscious goal as well. So subconscious mind is so important to make sure that we can achieve those goals. Connecting the subconscious to the conscious mind is absolutely crucial. Because if they're not working together, then our logical goals aren't going to last. They're not going to last at all. So all the years I've been doing goal setting, I've seen so many people fail at their goals because they're not setting them subconsciously. So that's the number one priority. So if you can get that right, you're going to be positive and you're going to be strong and structured at what you need to achieve. And all these podcasts that you listen to is just reinforcing it. So the number one thing is the goal, so make sure you got that. But some of the things that I see come up during the week, the start of the week, you might listen to one of my podcasts and you might go, right, I've got this, I'm motivated, I'm feeling strong, I'm going to achieve everything that I've set out to for the start of the week. But it's what happens, it comes to Wednesday, you've had a really tough day at work, you come home, the kids are screaming at you and you're totally exhausted. Alright, so what's your plan for that then? Right, so what happens if your mind starts telling you you're too tired and you want to skip that training session that I planned for you? Right, so what happens then? Things come up in life all the time, right? And sometimes our mind is not strong enough to overcome them. So I want to give you a really powerful tool today to create some really strong pathways in your mind to be able to overcome all this stuff. Right, so one thing that we're going to do, so this is called eliciting an emotion. Right, so with this, generally the podcasts I've done in the past have taken you into more a relaxed state, a more subconscious state. So this one works more beneficial if we're more conscious. Okay. But I don't want you to be too conscious. I want you just to be aware. Aware of where you are and what you're doing today, and just aware of your emotions. Take a few big deep breaths in and out. Get you in a relaxed state. So what I want you to do, I want you to think of a picture. Can you remember a time when you were totally motivated? Can you remember that specific time? Just have a think about it. You were so motivated in your life. It could have been any time when you were the most motivated ever. Think of a time. Can you see a picture? I want you to go back to that time now. Go right back to that time. I want you to float down into that picture. I want you to float down into your body. I want you to see what you're seeing and hear what you heard. Feel the feelings that you really felt. Alright. Coming back to now, so what I want you to do is what we're going to do, that emotion that you just had, we're going to anchor that emotion. We're going to anchor that on the hand. So what I want you to generally do, so let's just say on your left hand, I want you to push the top of like your knuckle, like with your finger. You're going to push into it like hard, and you're going to keep it there for 10 to 15 seconds, okay, like when I tell you to. Breathe. Okay, are you ready? Okay, let's go again. Can you remember that time? That time when you were totally motivated, the most motivated in your whole life. Can you remember that specific time? Go back to that time. Go right back to that time. Float down into your body. I want you to float down into the body. I want you to see what you're seeing. I want you to hear what you heard and feel the feelings that you really felt. Alright? Push that like knuckle for me. Now, it's with that picture in mind and that feeling that you had, I want you to double it. Then triple it. Keep your finger there on your knuckle. Like double it, triple it. Feel it running through your body. That motivation running through your body, making you feel more and more empowered. Feeling totally motivated. Breathe the way that you're breathing and move the way that you are moving. Feeling totally motivated. Good. Okay, like release that finger off the knuckle. Okay, good. So we've anchored an emotion now. An emotion at a time you were totally motivated. The most motivated in your whole life. Okay, so what I want you to do now, I want you to float up above yourself right now into the clouds. I want you to float into the future. I want you to float into an event, some stage like this week, sometime that you think you might not be so like motivated. Right? Float down into that event. That time like where your emotions a little bit down, you're feeling tired, you're feeling flat, you've got all these excuses coming up. Alright, so what I want you to do is push your knuckle. Feel that empowerment come back straight away. See yourself overcoming all them emotions. See yourself completing your training sessions. See everything you wanted to happen start to happen. Release your knuckle, float back up into the clouds and come back to now. Good, well done. So what you've done now, you've created a anchor on your body. So this is a physical anchor that is going to create motivation for you when you need it, when times get tough, when things go wrong. All you need to do is push that top knuckle and you're going to feel that emotion come back. It's going to trigger a response in your mind that says, I remember that time. Right, so this is a really powerful tool for you to use, especially when you're not that like motivated, things come up in life, or you want to miss a training session, or you can't get out of bed, all this shit that comes up, you're just going to push that top knuckle and you're going to feel empowered. You're going to feel the most motivated, totally motivated towards your goals. Remember, your goals is a priority. As I said, a really good neural pathway to start strength. The more you push this, the stronger it's going to get. Yeah, so don't let it lapse. Keep pushing it when you need it. So generally, what I want you to do is test this technique. Generally, if you can foresee something coming up, as in a problem that could cause you not to train, to feel tired, motivated, if you haven't slept well or something like that, test this. Try to create the positive emotion before the negative sets in. Alright, so this is a really good technique I want you to use. I want you to try frequently. Strengthen those pathways in your mind. But as I said again, remember your goals. Your main goal is logically and subconsciously. So if you would like to know more about logical subconscious goals, you can check out my pathway predictions on the website. Thanks so much for listening, guys. I hope this technique is going to work for you. I'd love to hear your feedback. If you want to see some more on my podcast, you can go subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I know I can help you. Check out my website,